expect because that live event just blew us away with what's happening next. They were talking about Chapter 2. That didn't exactly happen. We're still in Season 9. We're still in Chapter 1. We're still with the RS still. There's a lot to go over. Today we're going to go over map changes, what's going on with the storyline. We're going to go on with the new weapons and new guns, and we're going to go over some tips and tricks on how you can win some games of Season 9. So, it's going to be a relatively long video, so if you guys do enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. We just changed our YouTube name to Fruit and Polar Bear, so if you guys are typing in Top Wayne Head and you're like, Fruit and Polar Bear, that's exactly why. And Henry, do you have anything else to say?
Well, you pretty much covered all of it, so let's get into the video.
Okay, so the first thing is map changes. What do we have for map changes? Normally, in the past few, I'll say, in the past 3 seasons, we've had some of the best map changes. We've had the lab. Last season was a little bit, it wasn't, we didn't have too many map changes last season, but season 7 and season 6 were filled with map changes, and they did it again this season. We have Snowy Suburbs getting added, RS's Plant, which is a little bit different, not that different, but still a little different. Dino Docks, which is, I'll get to all the Jurassic changes. There's even a Jurassic gun on the map. It's kind of confusing, so that's why I want to go over it. Then we have the CG house. I mean, we've already talked about that. I think, and then Samir Springs, and then the dinosaur left to Samir Springs where the RS used to be. Corrupted Crops and Jurassic Jungle. Henry, where do you want to start? Henry? Your mic?
I think we should start at Jurassic Jungle.
Okay, this is a very weird POI. Normally, look at the map, look at every single POI. There's at least like 1 or 2 buildings every single POI. This POI has no buildings. It's all just trees, and honestly, other than the dinosaurs, I mean, this is not a very bad drop. I mean, other than if you're just landing and you're getting contested, it's not that good because you just get a chest, you get max, and you're kind of screwed because you don't have any real protection. I mean, the trees aren't bad, but there's no like real shelter that's gonna protect you from all 4 sides. So Henry, what do you think about this POI? He's rated out of 10, and say what you think could be better about it.
I think it's, I'm gonna give it a 4 because, like, if you're getting, oops, so if you're getting contested, it's kind of bad because, like, you can lose a lot of points here because you'll just get mauled by the dinosaurs, and there's not a lot of protection.
Yeah, and also this place does have a decent amount of chests. It has 9 chests, which if you think about it, is actually pretty decent for the small POI. Honestly, at the end of the day, if you really if you hate this POI, you're like, the dinosaurs are so annoying. Well, I mean, come on. I think the dinosaurs. Well, I mean, Henry, you haven't even experienced the dinosaurs yet. You don't want to. They are. If you don't get a half decent weapon off spawn, you're basically screwed because these things hit like demons. They need to be changed. I think they will. I kind of like this season because they're adding fun stuff. Well, I think they're adding too much fun stuff to the point where I think they're gonna have to fix it. And honestly, I love that because there's no tournaments running, there's no anything going on. So I think they're just having they're just trying out stuff before they start having to get rid of some of the fun stuff before all the competitive and tournament starts. So honestly, I like that. Unlike last season where they just completely added everything that's competitive. There was no fun stuff. So I like this season a little more because of that. But yeah, Henry, moving on to corrupted crops. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. Rated out of 10, and this place also has way more chests now. This place only used to have like 12, which still is a lot considering some of the places only have like 7. This place now has 17, making it the most chests on the whole
I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 because, like you said, 17 chests is a lot, and there's a lot of protection, and there's no annoying dinosaurs.
Yeah. And also, another thing, we're going into competitive season, sorry, with duos, okay? And, Roman and Steamy actually main corrupted crop, so it's gonna be interesting to see if anyone tries to take it away from them. I mean, they have been going there for a long time, just the thing is, they're not the best team in the world, so I feel like someone could try to nag it off them, but I mean, the geysers around mobility is kind of back. I mean, this place has all like the rotations. This is just honestly, yeah, 10 out of 10 for me too. Like, I know there's not a POI, but you want to rate this landmark, little landmark right here? Right here. I mean, rate it out of like 5 because like it's a geo landmark. We have been getting confirmation it is going to expand. So if you want to rate it at like 5 or 30 or something.
2. Because there's not a lot happening, and it's only
Yeah, I mean,
3
this is going to
chests.
expand in the near future, so just get ready for that. Now, Samir Springs. Everyone was so confused of what is going on with Samir Springs because no one knew what this is going to look like, and we got it. What are your first thoughts on it?
I mean, it's a really good POI. Like, it has everything you want in a POI. It has the 0 point, it has rifts. It has basically everything you need except a lot of chests.
It has a decent amount of chests, but the only thing is, it's kind of like Jurassic Jungle, just not as bad. If you're contested, it's not that good of a drop spot. I mean, you have to think about it. You land in this area, and the other guy lands over here. It's kind of like a 50-50 bloom battle. So, for that reasoning, this isn't my favorite drop spot ever, but this is definitely a top tier drop spot in my mind. And then you just have randomly you can just go to the RS space or sorry not RS Pleasant Plant RS Plant I guess now the dinosaur sorry Jurassic Jungle or that Geo area, so you can basically go any corner of the map. So I feel like that's something not a lot of people like. Remember when back in FA Fort days when you just had like you could just go to I think Pleasant Plant, you could go to Fun Field. Remember those? I feel like not a lot of people like really knew how to use that strat. But I feel like now as people get better, people will start just like, oh, okay, I think someone landed Jurassic Jungle, let me just use this rift and go kill them unexpectedly. So if that's how people start using these, I feel like they might have to get patched or fixed in some way. But other than that, I think it's really good. Or maybe it gives them like a timer you're getting landed on. So, what do you think about this POI?
I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Wait, 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. And it looks cool too. I mean, you know, what's gonna happen to 0 point. It's gonna like there's gonna be 8 stages to it, as we got in the leaks. But moving on to this big dinosaur thing that randomly came out of the map unexpectedly. Yeah, it has 8 chests at it. It's not that bad of a POI. It's actually pretty half decent. What do you think about this POI?
I mean, there's not a lot to see here except the whole thing itself. Like, it's not a main POI, but it's like big enough to be one.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is definitely, I don't know how to word it. I feel like, I mean, you can see the whole map if you land up here. Let's say you land down here, get all the chests, and then you come back up to here. You're legit on top of the whole map. You can look for beams on Jurassic, Corrupted, RS, Snowy, Samir. Like, you have the whole map in your hands. And the only thing is, you can't really build on it, so you can't base up on it. You can still be looking for tags, AR shots. And also that new lever action rifle being added to the game, that will also add way more to this. Now, let's try and speed through this a little, because we're kind of running out. Now, RS plan, I'm not going to talk about it. It has something to do with the storyline. I'll talk about the storyline later in the video, but not right now. Like, there's just too much, or like we've already said, too much about the storyline. I mean, sorry, we haven't even talked about the storyline. I feel like we should do that later, so we can get through the weapons and everything. It's kind of the same. I think it has 1 additional chest, which honestly is pretty good, if you ask me. Snowy Suburbs, it's kind of the same. But now Dino Docks, come over to this POI. What is your rating on it? Max on me. Yo, Henry.
It still has a lot of chests, even though it's one of the smallest POIs.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, hold on. I mean, I don't want to be negative today. This is a very good season, but I am going to have to address it. The dinosaurs, they're just too overpowered. Honestly, I don't even talk about them because I'm pretty sure they're going to get nerfed some way. Maybe they do less damage, or maybe there's not so many. There's a million ways to nerf these things. So I'm not even going to talk about them because I know they will get nerfed. But if dinosaurs do not get nerfed, do you think this season has a big chance for declination? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna talk more about the weapons this season. So I don't think you know about the new. So moving on. So first we have ARs. We have this season. We have the infantry rifle and the normal AR. How happy? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with just normal and infantry?
10.
Yeah, I do think they are 2 of the best rifles. Well, remember that pulse rifle in season 7?
Yeah.
The mythic pulse. Yeah, people said that was gonna come back, and if that did come back, I feel like this would be a 12 out of 10, but it didn't. So honestly, I had a feeling it wouldn't. People said that it has a slight chance of coming back. Well, it didn't. Do you have it muted?
No, let me.
Huh?
Do you have it muted?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was
Alright,
that?
alright, moving on to shotguns. We have charge, tack, and lever. Okay. Is this way better than what we had drum shotguns, lever shotguns, and heavy shotguns?
Yeah, it's way better. I mean, it's like an even balance because like we have tacks, which are like not that OP, but they're still good enough to balance it out. And then we have like the best shotgun in the world, charge shotgun. And then we have lever action, which is a little bit better than
Yeah,
tactical
honestly,
shotgun.
yeah, I feel like they um actually buffed lever. I got it today. I feels like it's way better. I don't think they actually buffed it. It's just it feels way better. But also the attack, we have not seen attack in how many? Button for what? 4 seasons, I think. 3 seasons. It's been a long time without the attack. We got it back. Attack is back, and honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I know you suck at the game, so you're gonna need Henry. You kind of suck at the game, so like the attack is better for you. You know. So moving on from that, the snipers this season, we have the lever action rifle. Okay, we have never seen this weapon. I used it, okay, and I guess what I used it on the dinosaurs. It was not. I mean, there's only gonna be like 2 guns that are fun to use against the dinosaurs, like SMGs, because high fire rate, low damage, and that's kind of you know how to need a high fire rate, high damage. Those dinosaurs, that's how OP they are, but. This is just low fire rate, decent damage. It's not though. I don't think it's gonna be the new RPG. Remember RPG from season 1? I think that was just but this, I don't think it will be what that was. But I also don't think it will be the worst weapon in the game. What do you think about this weapon? Yeah. What do you think about this weapon, Henry?
I think it's a very good weapon.
Okay. Alright, we have to take a little intermission break so that we can collect the lobby and we will join back up. So, the next thing we have the SMGs. Henry, we have the normal SMGs coming back to Fortnite. Are you happy with this, or did you like only tag SMGs? Go back to lobby.
Uh, I'm happy with this because attack SMGs weren't really, like, I don't know, they weren't as good.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of forgot they were in the season, halfway through the season. Ready up! But this kid
So,
told us to go back to
yeah,
the lobby, and now he's not even ready up.
um, so yeah, well, I'm still recording. And anyways, yeah.
Okay. Now, you talked about the SMGs, you talked about all that. Now we have a, um, pistol. We have the hand cannon coming back to Fortnite. Okay. How excited are you for this change? Are you loving this change? Are you skeptical about this change? What are you?
I'm pretty excited for this change.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves a deagle, whether it's you trying to hit someone who's standing still and missing every single shot, or you're just double headshotting people, bang, 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 back in a row. But it is a love weapon, and honestly, I feel like a lot of people are going to love it. It's not, again, it's not complete trash, but But I feel like the hand cannon definitely will be one of the better weapons in this season. So go back to yo Henry, can you go back to my map?
Yeah.
I bet. So we talked about all the new mechanics. We talked about all the new weapons, except for one that we are going to talk about right now that could change the whole game. Also, by the way, we have launch pads coming back into the normal loophole. They only used to be on llamas, and honestly, I don't like this because their spawn rate is super low. I feel like they're definitely going to need to change that throughout the season. Another thing is we talked about all the map changes. We're going to talk about the storyline in about like a minute or so, as soon as we're done talking about this. Okay, you see this llama right here?
Uh-huh.
Alright, land on it as soon as you get into it again. Alright, if you open this one, you have chili chug splashes. Okay? So, the chili chug, remember we used to have launch pads, shield bubble, and stinkfish, or stink bomb, whatever it's called. And now we only have chili chug splash. Okay, are you a fan of this change? I mean, I feel like everyone is somewhat gonna miss the launch pads, the stink bomb, and also the shield bubble. But are you more excited for this change, or are you still a little sad?
I am excited for this change.
So you think this change is that good? It's better than launch pads, stink bombs, and shield bubbles.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like other than the stink bomb, the shield bubble, and the launch pads are the most, like, loved Fortnite items. I mean, the chili chug splashes are definitely up there, but honestly, we have chili chug splashes, so we don't have chug splashes, but we have chili chug splashes. It's basically, I mean, it's definitely way better. People are saying they buffed the pepper thing. They did not buff the pepper thing. It's just these things have always been broken. Peppers have always been broken. And now these things are just broken. People are saying it's better. It's not better. It's just that broken. So you're excited for this change. Now, talking about the storyline. There's not too much to talk about because we don't have. I mean, we do have a lot for the storyline, but we don't have like, you know, that much for the storyline. So, Henry, do you want to talk about the storyline?
Should we do that in the next video, like part 2 or something? Because
Yeah, honestly, we should do in the next video. We will definitely. I don't know if we'll have it today. We'll probably do an upload tomorrow if we do not do another one today. And yeah, that's really it for today's video. Make sure you watch out for those dinosaurs.
don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye, guys.